What up, sneaker fam? Your boy J Dot here. This video is the sneakers of the week for the week of October 20th. There might be a couple that I might have missed, and again, if I do miss any, please in the comments let me know. I'll be more than happy to add an additional short. But anyways, here is the sneakers that are dropping this week. All right, let's kick it off with Monday, October 20th. The first shoe that I want to talk about, Adidas and Avirex. If you guys recall Avirex, you're on the older side, you will know this is an old urban wear, streetwear, whatever you want to call it, but they are reimagining a superstar. Kind of pretty cool. Celebrating New York, obviously with the street heritage, and obviously Avirex was huge in New York City. This shoe is going to be campaigned by Joey Badass, which is pretty cool. Definitely interesting shoe. I would say big tongue if you really like that. This shoe is supposed to retail at $180. It is not going to have a general drop anywhere on Adidas, unconfirmed. It is going to have an exclusive in-person drop in New York City at the flagship store there. So if you are in New York, you'll get the opportunity to cop these. Like I said, they're okay. They're kind of cool, but they're not for me. But however, they go though again, $180 at the Adidas retail flagship store in New York. All right, on the 20th also, if you have looked at your confirmed that Thug Club is going to be collaborating with Adidas for a few pair of shoes and actually a pair of boots. The first one looks like some boxing boots. I think these are the GSG9 boot. Also as well, you're going to get the Adidas Superstar boot off-white and also the red pair. Price tag on these, I really don't have them on hand, but it's definitely going to be available on the Adidas app. I'm not sure if there's any other vendors such as third parties. Should be. Maybe Thug Club's website is going to have these as well, but just know that they're not really for me, but at the same time people are going to like these because obviously Thug Club is a South Korean well-renowned streetwear that a lot of people do like. So if you're interested, definitely go into your Adidas app and sign up. I'm not sure if the drawing ended, but I think everything does kick off for tomorrow to try and cop these. So yeah, definitely check these out if you're interested. All right, let's go with Tuesday, October 21st. There is another Adidas collaboration with the Adidas Superstar. It is the LA street brand Menace. They will be doing a celebration of 12 years of existence. Apparently, the founder, creative director, and brand architect Steven Mena, if I pronounce his name wrong, I totally apologize, is dropping a Superstar. These aren't bad, to be honest with you, man. I like the color of them. I mean, obviously it's like a very off-white pair, but it's pretty cool. It's not a bad sneaker. It will be available, I believe, on the Adidas app if you are interested in copying. Let me double check. Yeah, it looks like Confirm's going to have these if you want these. Price tag on them is going to be $180 if you do want a pair. So definitely be on the lookout for these on October 21st on the Adidas website, on the Confirmed app. I'm not sure if he's going to have it on his website or not, but again, if you want more information, definitely drop me a comment. I'll be more than happy to look more information into it for you. But yeah, definitely check it out. Again, like I said, $180 if you're interested. All right, continuing with October 21st, Tuesday, Nike is going to start unveiling their Halloween shoes. The first Book One, the Devin Booker sneaker, the Scorpion, will be dropping on the regular Nike app, not sneakers. So just remember that they will be available on that day for the price tag of $155. Looks like a very shiny leather with a very kind of looks like a glow in the dark sole, I think. But if you look at the shoe directly, there's a bunch of little scorpions on it. Looks kind of cool. And then even the book itself's got kind of like that Halloween kind of print on it, which is cool. It's got white laces. But yeah, it's not a bad shoe if you like the book ones. I do have one pair. They're comfortable. They're fine. Not my most favorite shoe. I actually use them to work out in, so I don't even use them to casually roam around. So if you are interested, it will be on the Nike app and it will be available for $155. Another Halloween shoe. I guess, to be honest with you, is going to be the Air Max 95 neon yellow and black. They do glow in the dark. I believe the flies, which there are going to be white flies on them. Again, a really confusing shoe. But if this shoe was without the flies, they really do remind me of the honey yellows, the ones that Cortez dropped them earlier, and they're not bad. But again, the flies are a throw off on these sneakers. Anyways, if you are interested, they are going to be available on the Sneakers app. So this one will be on the Sneakers app. Price tag on this one will be $200 even. So if you look even in the bottom of the shoe as well, there's flies on it as well. This is just an interesting sneaker. Why Nike is dropping this is beyond me. There is like a cobweb on the Air Max tongue too. So yeah, this is not my jam, but somebody might like this. Anyways, again, it will be on the Nike Sneakers app, and the price tag for this one will be $200. Continuing with the flies, if you are interested, the Air Force One is also going to get one of those, but they'll have black flies on it. The official name is the Air Force One Summit White and Black. This one will be available for a price tag of $130. Flies are all over the shoe. Even the bottom itself, it looks transparent, and it looks like there's flies in it as well. I'm not sure why anybody wants a pair of these specifically, but yeah, they're available. There's even flies on the tongue, which is crazy. I don't get this shoe, but anyways, if you want these, they'll be available on Tuesday. Not something that I'm interested in copying, to be honest with you, man. It's crazy. But anyways, again, like I said, the Air Force One Summit White and Black, the price tag is $130. It will be available on the Sneakers app if you're interested in copying a pair. Next up in the Halloween pack is going to be the Kevin Durant's Nike KD 18 Slim Reaper. These are going to be black, and they are also going to be on the Sneakers app, and the price tag for this one is going to be $170. It looks like a skeleton hand on the side of the shoe. It's black. It has a transparent bottom, glows in the dark if you really like these. Not a fan, to be honest with you. For me, not even the silhouette itself, it's not for me. Like I said, I'm not hating on it, man. If y'all liked it, it's cool, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just like, it's not my jam. But if you are interested, they will be available on Tuesday on the Sneakers app. Like I said, price tag is $170. Yeah, I really don't have much to say about these, man. I sincerely don't. As much as people want these Halloween shoes, in my honest opinion, these aren't it, man. So anyways, if you're interested, sure enough. But yeah, they'll be available on the Sneakers app, like I said. Now, I've been really liking the Ja 3s this year. I think all the colorways are available. Even the coconut milk is still sitting that I can copy easily. And now that these are dropping, I was thinking in my head, like, you know what? I didn't get the Grinches. I could probably get the light lemon twist and hemp Ja 3s for the first time. They're called the Ja 3 Spooky Seasons. They're going to be available on the Sneakers app. The price tag for this one's $140. Not a bad price tag for a performance sneaker itself, but this has been extremely popular. People have been rocking these, and I'm just thinking they're really clean, and I do want a pair, and I think these will probably be it, to be honest with you. I like the bottom of them. Just reminds me of Gatorade. Again, it really does remind me of the Kobe's a little bit. It's not the same shoe, it's more just the colorway itself. So this one will be available on the Sneakers app. Like I mentioned before, $140. You'll be competing with me to cop a pair of these. Again, I'm worth 10.5, so I'm definitely going to make an opportunity to try to get these. All right, we're moving into Wednesday, October 22nd. One of the first shoes that is making its debut. It's going to be finally the first pick of the NBA draft. Cooper Flagg is getting his first silhouette, the Hesse Low 2. It's kind of a basic sneaker, to be honest with you. It's fine, I guess. I mean, if you definitely are going to play basketball on them, you can. I don't think there's something that really stands out about them. So, again, if you're a big Cooper Flagg fan, you're a Mavericks fan, or if you just liked him when he was playing, in college, this is probably a shoe for you. Or if you definitely like the New Balance performance sneakers, it's definitely something that you can go for. The price tag on this one, New Balance states it as $119.99. It's going to be available on their website. I don't know how hard it's going to get to cop these, or if it's going to be easy. You definitely have to check it out. But anyways, like I said, this will be available on the New Balance app. I think they're okay. I don't think they're anything special. So we'll see if there's going to be different colorways that come out on these. But yeah, I think they're fine. So if you really want these, definitely check out the New Balance app if you want, definitely cop a pair. Nike's keeping the momentum on the sneakers app on the 22nd. There will be a women's Air Max 95 Big Bubble, the blue tint. These aren't bad. These are actually really clean as well. So I really like these. Am I going to go for a pair? Likely not. Again, like I said, I'm waiting for the neons, and usually these type of shoes are extremely limited. Like I said, they're not loud per se, but at the same time, they're nice if you're an Air Max 95 fan. Again, like I still don't have a pair of the Big Bubbles, so I'm really curious to see the comfort on these, and I've been hearing a lot of things that they're a lot comfortable. I have the SB ones. They're fine too. I mean, they're kind of falling apart, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm definitely waiting for the neons in March, but at the same time, these are not bad, and I think these will probably sell out, and they probably will be extremely limited, and obviously there's limited sizes. I don't think there's extended sizes. I don't see anything regarding that, but it is definitely something that people are going to want. So again, $190 on the Nike sneakers app. Remember, this is a women's exclusive. Now, Nike has another Halloween shoe that's dropping not on the 21st, but on the 22nd. The Nike A1s for Asia Wilson. She's been doing a hell of a job with her sneakers, man. These are really clean for, the shoe that's going on, and I think they're very appreciated. They're giving it the candy corn love. So if you are candy corn fans, if you like those high top SB dunks that came out a couple years ago, which I think a lot of you didn't, I think they were kind of bad. These are a little better, but again, I'm not a candy corn fan, so it's not something that I'm interested in copying. Again, this will be available on the Nike app. It's not going to be sneakers. The price tag on this one's $115. That's not bad. That's a pretty decent price. So if you need like a Halloween sneaker, and obviously you want to keep it up with hype and all this other stuff as well, this will probably be the one compared to those flies that I talked about earlier. But yeah, like I said, Nike app. This will be available for $115. So check it out if you are interested in copying a pair. As already some of you know, Zellerfeld and Nike are dropping another Air Max 1000. The actual raffle on the Zellerfeld.com website is still open. I believe it will close tomorrow, which is Monday the 20th at midnight. So if you really want to try for these, I would suggest you sign up for it. It is an EQL raffle. I said raffle. So if you definitely want a pair to try for a pair, definitely try it there. I think these are going to be extremely limited. I honestly think none of us are going to be able to cop. These are going to be just like the first two pairs that came out. I believe the black and that cream white looking one. I want to try these shoes. Is this specific colorway what I want as far as to try this, the lilac? Yeah, why not? I'll try. I mean, I can definitely wear out the lilac. So yeah, get on the Zellerfeld website. $179 for a pair of these 3D printed shoes. So if you are interested, you do have a little bit of time to enter the raffle if you want. All right, let's kick into Thursday the 23rd. Now, if you don't know who, I think it's Knowles. I honestly thought for some weird reason this was Beyonce. It's a South London-based brand designed by two ladies by the name of Charlotte Knowles and also Alexandra Arsenault. They are dropping a number of colors of these what they call, it's the noir. These are interesting. Again, these are from my ladies and the fashionistas out there. If you really want a pair of these, they're definitely for you. They're going to come in black. Noir, it's called Noir. It's going to call the Max Muse, but Noir is the color. I do apologize. The Air Max Muse, it's going to be in a beige chalk and an elemental pink. The price tag on this one is $210. It's really, really pricey. It's interesting, to be honest with you. So they do tell you to purchase a half size down if you want a pair of these. Like I said, these aren't for sneakerheads. Again, they're more for fashion folks, and that's cool. Do your thing if this is the pair you want. But anyways, this will drop on Thursday for $210. All right, for Friday, October 24th, Reebok is going all in on the Angel Reese shoes. She's dropping a Charm City pair for $120. Again, these are very, very inspired by the Baltimore Ravens. I like the silhouette, to be honest with you. It's surprisingly a decent pair. I do enjoy these. Am I going to cop a pair? Probably not yet. We'll see. Like I said, I have a lot of shoes, so I don't know if I need them. Again, $120. This will be available on the Reebok website. I believe her original pairs that first dropped, they did really well and they sold out, I think, and I could be wrong, but they sold really well. So I know people are a fan of hers and people are a fan of these shoes, and they definitely want to try it, and they're probably balling in these. So yeah, they're not bad. It's pretty cool. And I've been watching that trying to watch that Shaq documentary on Netflix, a little bit about Nike, about Reebok. So I haven't gotten to the Angel Reese part, but yeah, if you're interested, again, like I said, this will be available on the Reebok website, $120. So check it out. It will be for Friday. All right, continuing with the 24th. If you remember Unheard Of, they dropped those Piggy Runners this past year, actually 2025. They are dropping a collaboration with FC Cincinnati from MLS for an Adidas Forum Low. This is going to drop on Friday. This will go for a price tag of $150 if you do want a pair of these. I believe these will be available on the actual Unheard Of website. I believe he's already posted them on the main page if you are interested in copping a pair. As for myself, it's fine. It's, I'm not a Cincinnati person, but I do got to give due credit for, all the respect he gives to the town they're located in and so on. So definitely look on their website for this one. Again, probably a raffle. I don't know if it's gonna be first come first serve. I think they're pretty good on distributing, because a lot of people did cop those piggy pairs that came out earlier this year. So yeah, definitely check them out. $150 on the Unheard Of website. All right, continuing with Friday, I think these Grateful Dead's Oregon Ducks Nike Air Max 90s are going to be a really sought after sneaker because of the collaboration, one with the Grateful Dead, but also with Oregon, which always tends to be really popular. And Air Max 90 is a clean shoe. These aren't my jam. The tie-dye isn't really everything, but I'll be honest with you, I am going for them because I want to check them out. I like Air Max 90s. I've been an Air Max 90 fan for a hot minute. So I believe I signed up for a couple EQL raffles. I guess you can tell you which ones I have signed up for. I don't remember who specifically, but there were going to be several retailers dropping these. I think no, it wasn't Undefeated. That's what my results, and I believe it's going to be Social Status and Ama Manier. So the likeliness of me copying is probably going to be slim. These, I believe, are going for $145 if you do want a pair of these. Again, like I said, check your other vendors as well. They might be available with other routes, but at the same time, check out Friday. That's when this should be dropping. Continuing with Friday, another Air Foam Posit 1 will be dropping. The colorway technically is called Dark Smoke Gray. It will be covered in carbon fiber. This is dropping, as I just said, on Friday. The price tag on this one, always hefty at $240. This is a silhouette that's very popular, especially from where I'm from, Washington, D.C. So if you really want a pair, I don't think they're going to be that hard to get, to be honest with you. I think they're going to be dropping on the regular Nike app and not sneakers. At least that's what I did collect earlier today. So things could change. We shall see if that's the case. But in the meantime, yeah, these aren't bad, to be honest with you. Kind of basic. Again, the carbon fiber thing makes it look, feel cool and probably what people would like. I mean, they're obviously not going to be as popular as the Galaxies or like the Paranormans or anything like that. But again, like I said, some people will like these. $240, and again, they will be available on the Nike app if you are interested in copping a pair. All right, for Saturday the 25th. Now, I don't have any official information, but I do have a lot of channels that are telling me that these will be dropping this upcoming Saturday. If you're interested in a pair of these, but the AE2s are going to get a new colorway. It's going to be a more Minnesota Timberwolves friendly sneaker. Should be Adidas where they drop, and as well as other vendors as well, such as like your Foot Lockers or JD Sports. They should have these available. The technical name of this one is the Blue Fusion. Very cool blue colorway that's really nice. I'm telling you, man, this is a really nice shoe. I even like the first shoe that he dropped. It's really a good pair, but I'm holding off on these a little bit. Again, the price tag on this is not too bad. It's $130 if you do want a pair. Like I said, be on the lookout throughout the week if this drops. Again, like I said, there is no official coming soon page for these sneakers, but again, if they are coming out on Saturday, I believe they will be coming out on Saturday. I don't think they'll be a hard cop. Again, definitely check out Adidas and other vendors as well for $130. All right, for Saturday, are we going to actually get these? Are they actually going to do a full-fledged drop and finally put out the GT Futures? The Fires will be coming on Saturday, the rumor is. $200 for this shoe. I'm not a big fan of this colorway. I really want like that kind of eggplant version one of it when it comes out in the future. That's obviously going to be a pair that I'll be more interested, but I definitely want to see it more on feet and people having these. Again, Wale, the rapper, has been rocking these a bunch and he's really been digging them. He's gotten some cool colorways. The GT Future is pretty cool in my honest opinion. I think it's a rather like a new age foamposite, if you want to call it. You should be seeing it on the Nike app. That's what I'm reading right here. If you do want it on Saturday, the price tag is $200. There's probably gonna be other retailers as well, so definitely also be on the lookout for that. So yeah, this is an interesting shoe here. So I'm really excited for the new colorways, but I really want to see them on feet once people actually start copying pairs. All right, Colombian superstar, reggaeton superstar Ferco is going to be dropping an XT Pathway 2 Solomon. I have talked so much trash about Solomon, how much I don't like any of these, but these are freaking dope, man. Maybe again, I'm loving the lime green colorway. These are going to be available on Saturday, so there is a raffle on for the next few days until the 23rd, I believe, and you can sign up with your email and phone. I went ahead and did it on the Solomon app, a Solomon webpage. It's really easy, obviously, but man, these shoes are actually really clean. I honestly don't think I'm gonna cop. I'll be surprised if I do. I think the price tag on these are let me look this up for you. Let me see how much these are gonna go for. Yeah, these are gonna go for around $140 bucks, so that's not bad. I actually may just go for these, and if I do get a pair, just to check them out. But they're dope, man. I definitely want to give them a shot, so definitely go to the Solomon app and sign up for the raffle there if you are interested in copying a pair. And finally, your Jordan of the week. As always, every week some sort of Jordan does drop on the sneakers app. It will be the medium olive Jordan 3s. You probably are watching all your YouTubers, your Instagrammers, your TikTokers, your people on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, hyping these up like they're something that you can't miss. I'll be honest with you, I'm missing these more than once, man. These are not it for me, honestly. I do love the medium olive colorway, obviously, on certain other shoes, but for me, this isn't really it. Price tag is $215 if you are interested in copping a pair of these. If you want these, like I said, all you. I'm not hating at all. I'm just saying, for me, it's not a shoe that I need to have. It's not bad, to be honest with you. Like I said, the colorway is decent, but again, where they're telling you like this is like a sneaker that you have to buy, I don't jump on that bandwagon, and I'm not going to tell you to do that. So remember, it is on the sneakers app, $215 if you are interested in copying a pair. Like I said, I'm probably not. So, and that pretty much sums up this week. If there's any other shoe I may have possibly missed, please let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to put a short on that. If there are other shoes that pop up and say that were not on the list that I see right now, I obviously will make a video for it, just so that you have an opportunity to be aware that they are there. So again, like I said, my initiative is always to make sure that you are aware of what sneakers are available. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.